Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Welcome back, children, for our discussion on Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes. So today we will begin with an event that happened on Diwali day, because today is Diwali day. So the previous chapter in the 10th canto Bhagavatam describes how several gopis, Vatsalya gopis who are in motherly affection, they came to Mother Yashoda and gave so many complaints to Mother Yashoda. Oh, this your boy, little boy Krishna comes to our houses and he steals our butter and he breaks our pots and he steals our yogurt and he releases calves before the milking time. So like that, they were complaining so much. So Mother Yashoda became concerned that is Krishna finding the butter in our house not so tasty? Why is Krishna going to someone else's house and stealing butter? And Krishna is the son of Yashoda Mata, who is the queen of Vrindavan, and he is the son of Nanda Maharaj, who is the king of Vrindavan. So the son of the king goes to other citizens' houses and steals. It doesn't look good, isn't it? So now Mother Yashoda became very concerned. So Mother Yashoda thought that I will personally churn buttermilk and make butter for Krishna so that he can stop stealing. Okay. So with this intention, Mother Yashoda started churning butter for Krishna with her own hands. So that is the pastime that we are going to discuss today. So that is Damodar Leela. You know what is Damodar? Dama means rope, Udara means belly. So this Damodar Leela is spoken to glorify Mother Yashoda, and Mother Yashoda is called Yashoda because she gave fame to Krishna, that Krishna is controlled by the affection of his devotees. Yasha means fame. Yashoda means one who gives fame. Mother Yashoda gave fame to Krishna. Mother Yashoda made Krishna so famous. What is that fame? Krishna becomes controlled by the devotees. Krishna becomes bound by the love of his devotees. That's the fame that Krishna got. Okay. So Mother Yashoda bound Krishna with the ropes of her love. And Krishna is called Damodar because Mother Yashoda took a Dama rope and bound his belly. That's why he's called Damodar. So now you all have some names and we have some qualities. But the names and qualities sometimes may not match in our case. But Krishna's names and Krishna's qualities match. Krishna's several names are according to the pastimes that Krishna performs. Because Krishna performed Damodar Leela, he is called Damodar. Okay. So now let's begin with the pastime. Who will recite the first shloka? Someone has to recite very nicely. Who will recite now? Yes. Arati Dikshit. Ekada grahadasishu
Etradasahishu
Yashodananda Gehini
Yashodanandane
Karmantarana Yukteshu
Parama Yukse
Karmantarana Yukteshu
Karanta Yukteshu
Hirvavanthasvayam Dadhi.
Hirvayaksha.
Okay, no problem. Yes, Gaurangi, are you there? Yani Yani Hagitani
Yani Yani Hagiyati
Yani Yani Hagitani
Yani Yani Gagitani
Tadbala Charitani Cha
Tadbala Charitani cha
Tadhinirmanthane Kale
Dadhirinmantare kale
Paranti Tanyagayata.
Smaranti Tyanyagayana.
Excellent. So Mother Yashoda one day, means on the day of Diwali, Mother Yashoda engaged all her maid servants in various activities, and she herself started churning butter for Krishna personally. Nirmamantah swayam dadhi. And Mother Yashoda, while churning butter for Krishna, she started singing the pastimes of Krishna in the form of songs. Till then, Krishna performed so many pastimes like killing Putana, killing Sakatasur, killing Trinavarta. He performed so many pastimes. Mother Yashoda started narrating, I mean, singing all these pastimes in the form of songs. Sometimes Mother Yashoda composes songs based on Krishna's pastimes on her own, and sometimes Mother Yashoda gets the songs composed through some professional poets. Okay, so when you want to remember something, then you will have to remember it in the form of a song. Which is easier? Will you be able to remember a poem faster, or will you be able to remember a small paragraph? A paragraph is of 4 lines, and a rhyme or poem is of 4 lines. Which is easier to memorize? Which one, poem or paragraph?
Poem.
Prabhuji,
Poem. So when you want to remember something, make a song out of it and start remembering that. So Mother Yashoda doesn't want to forget the songs, forget the pastimes of Krishna. That's why, as Swati, Swarit say, rhythm, because of the rhythm, we cannot forget. So Mother Yashoda always wanted to remember the pastimes of Krishna. She started singing songs. So these, and while singing songs, she is churning butter. So the butter that she was churning is very special because it's made out of the milk of some special cows. There are at least 9 lakh cows in the Goshala of Nanda Maharaj. At least 9 lakhs. Fine. So Mother Yashoda selected some very special cows in that Goshala. They are called Padmagandha cows. There are hardly 8-9 cows. And Mother Yashoda specifically fed some soft, tasty, and fragrant grasses to these cows, and personally took out their milk and made them into yogurt, and she started churning butter for Krishna. So because she expected that the milk from these cows would be much tastier for my little child Krishna than the milk of some other cows. So in this way, Mother Yashoda is churning butter for Krishna, and she is completely absorbed in her ecstasy, in her service. So at that time, Sukadeva Goswami describes her form. This is a long shloka. I will only recite. You may not recite. Or anyone who is very good at reciting shlokas, long shlokas. Sai Tanvik, let's try with. Okay, first recite 2 lines. Kshaumam vasah pruthukatitate.
Saumam masam kutapate.
Okay, no problem. Aradhya. Kshaumam vasah pruthukatitate.
Kshaumam vasa ritu katitate.
Bibhrati sutranadham.
Bibrati sutranidam.
Putra sneha snuta kuchayugam.
Putra sneha snuta kuchayugam.
Jatakam pamcha subhruhu.
Jatakam pamcha shubhru.
Rajvakarshashrama bhujachalat.
Rajva karshashama bhuja chalat.
Wow. Kankanau kundalecha.
Kankanau kundalecha.
Svinnam vaktram kabara vigalan.
Svinnam vaktram.
Kabara vigalan. Malati nirmamantha.
Malati nirmamanta.
Thank you so much, Aradhya. So in this shloka, Mother Yashoda's form is described. Mother Yashoda dressed herself in a yellowish saffron saree. Which color? You take saffron, you take yellow, mix them. Some medium color will come out. So that's the color of Mother Yashoda's saree. So Kshaumam vasah pruthukatitate bibhrati sutranadham. And her waist is tied with a nice belt, golden belt, and Mother Yashoda started churning. So there is pot which is filled with yogurt, and there is a churning rod, and the churning rod is tied with a rope, and Mother Yashoda is pulling the rope, right? So Mother Yashoda is expertly doing this because she is very experienced in it. So she, as she was nicely churning, the bangles that Mother Yashoda wore, they were making sounds like kartals. Okay, kartal sound. And the churning rod was making sound like mridanga. Okay, and Mother Yashoda is singing. So as Mother Yashoda was singing Krishna's pastimes, there is kartal, there is mridanga. Both are there. And who is dancing? Mother Yashoda's kundal. Mother Yashoda is wearing earrings, right? So as she was churning like this, her earrings were dancing. So she was singing, earrings were dancing, the bangles were playing kartals, and the churning rod was playing mridanga. Such a nice kirtan, right? So in this way, Mother Yashoda started churning butter, and she was remembering Krishna. So her body was completely engaged in service to Krishna. Her mind is engaged in thinking of Krishna's pastimes. Her words are engaged in glorifying Krishna. Thus, her body, mind, and words, all three are completely immersed in service to Krishna, and she is a perfect example of Krishna consciousness. Is it clear? So, in this way, Mother Yashoda was churning butter. Then Krishna suddenly got up from his sleep. So Krishna thought that, oh, my Mother Yashoda is rendering so much service. So as it is natural for small children to get up, and when they don't find their mothers next to them, they start missing their mothers and they would cry, right? So Krishna started crying. So he was searching for the mother and then came to mother. And he wanted Mother Yashoda to give him milk and stop churning. So Krishna went and caught the churning rod so that the churning can stop. Okay. So Krishna caught the churning rod and the churning stopped. Mother Yashoda became so impressed. Oh, my child has become so clever that he knows how to stop the churning. Okay, if Krishna catches the hand of Mother Yashoda, leg of Mother Yashoda, or the rope or something else, churning wouldn't stop. So Krishna knows what to catch. Krishna caught the churning rod and the churning stopped. And now next step is Krishna wanted to drink the milk of Mother Yashoda. So Yashoda did not pick up Krishna and placed him in her lap. Krishna just jumped into Mother Yashoda's lap. Okay, because Mother Yashoda's lap is Krishna's property. He doesn't need an invitation. When we have to make an offering to Krishna, we have to keep the bhoga in front of Krishna's deities or the photos, and we have to chant some mantras, ring bell, follow some procedures, close curtain for some time, and then after 10-15 minutes you open the curtain and then go inside. So there's a lot of procedure. But Mother Yashoda need not do all that. Krishna just jumped into her lap and Mother Yashoda started feeding him milk. So as Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna milk, there was a nice competition between Krishna's hunger and Yashoda's love. Mother Yashoda's milk was a transformation of her love, intense parental love. And Krishna is very hungry for that love, and he was drinking. And how much milk a small child can drink, hardly 2-3-year-old boy, how much he can drink, and how much mother can give milk. But here, this competition between Krishna's hunger and Mother Yashoda's love is going for a long time. So Mother Yashoda was very absorbed in her parental love for Krishna, and as she was absorbed in that giving milk to Krishna, the milk that Krishna was drinking flew from his mouth and it just came on his face, bluish face, and that white small droplets of milk, they look like pearls on his face. Okay, so he could not completely drink all the milk that Mother Yashoda is giving him. So as both mother and son were absorbed in doing this, suddenly Mother Yashoda heard a sound. She was very attentive. She heard a sound from the kitchen. So while churning, Mother Yashoda kept some milk for boiling in the kitchen. So because of excessive heat, the milk started overflowing. So Mother Yashoda immediately wanted to go and save that milk. But why did the milk overflow? because even milk also has a mind. Milk also has consciousness. So milk started thinking that, oh, Krishna is drinking Mother Yashoda's milk. Maybe Krishna will not drink me. So what is use of my life? So let me commit suicide. Thinking like this, the milk started overflowing from the vessel. Then Mother Yashoda immediately wanted to go and save that milk. So she ran into the kitchen. And when Mother Yashoda ran into the kitchen, she had to leave Krishna there. If she carries Krishna, she may drop Krishna. So she ran into the kitchen without Krishna. But Krishna became so disappointed. How can Mother Yashoda leave Krishna, interrupt her service to Krishna just to save little milk? But there is a reason. That milk is also meant for Krishna. That milk is meant for future service of Krishna. Mother Yashoda was not thinking that I will not give milk to Krishna at all. Mother Yashoda only said that Krishna will come back within a minute. Just wait. That's all. So she went inside the kitchen, and Krishna became so disappointed. He was so angry. So who will recite this shloka? I will only recite. Sanjata kopah spurita arunadharam sandasya dadbher dadhimantha bhajanam bhitva drishadasmanaraho jaghasa gavamantaram gatah. So Krishna became so angry. Spurita arunadharam, and Krishna was dissatisfied. He had tears in his eyes. Sometimes Krishna cries and he has tears in his eyes. They are false tears. They are not real tears. But now Krishna is really crying. Krishna had real tears because now don't see Krishna as God. You must see Krishna as a child. A small child who was deprived of mother's milk. That is Krishna's condition now. Just like infant babies, when they are left out, they are neglected by their mothers, they will cry, they get disappointed, right? That's what Krishna is experiencing now. So he was crying so much. Then Krishna, out of his anger, he picked up a small stone and broke the butter pot there. And the pot got broken, and all the contents of the pot, whatever milk or butter was there inside the pot, that started flowing throughout the floor. So then Krishna thought that, okay, I have broken this pot, I have committed this offense. Mother Yashoda will catch me. So I must immediately run away from here. Okay. After doing some mischief, he wants to hide himself. So Krishna ran away from there. So as Krishna ran away from there, Mother Yashoda just kept inside the kitchen. She kept the Padmagandha milk, right? And then she came back. And when she came back, she saw the pot was broken. And she guessed that definitely this pot was broken by my son. Sometimes monkeys also come inside the households. Monkeys also come inside the houses of Vrindavan and they break pots. But this time monkey did not come. Mother Yashoda was thinking, this is not the activity of a monkey. This is the activity of my monkey-like son. So Krishna has become so naughty and he wanted to break this pot. So Mother Yashoda guessed that Krishna has done this and she wanted to catch Krishna and punish Krishna. The reason is Mother Yashoda loves Krishna so much that she wants to discipline Krishna, and she wanted Krishna to grow like a good human being and not very naughty and irresponsible like this. How can Krishna do like this? So Mother Yashoda wanted to teach Krishna a lesson. She picked up a stick. She wanted to find where Krishna is. But where is Krishna? Krishna went to the next room. And Krishna stole butter from the next room. And he started distributing that butter to the monkeys. Actually, Krishna purposefully stole butter from the of the previous day. And Krishna's thought was, I must eat the previous day's butter and I should become sick. Then Mother Yashoda has to spend a lot of money and take me to hospital in Mathura. And that is punishment for her, for neglecting me. So Krishna was thinking like this. Okay. So Mother Yashoda did not know where Krishna was, but she has to find out. So any criminal or any thief will leave some clues for Krishna, for the police to catch, isn't it? So Krishna also left some clues, and the clues were Krishna's footprints. So Krishna's footprints were there all over because Krishna broke the pot and the butter was there all over the floor, and Krishna walked on that butter and went outside. So Krishna's little butter footprints are all over the place. So leading the way to the next room. Mother Yashoda went to the next room, seeing that. And at that time, Krishna had stolen butter and he stood on a wooden grinding mortar, upside down wooden grinding mortar, and he was distributing butter to monkeys. Okay. So when Krishna came in the form of Ram, he did not feed butter to monkeys. He made the monkeys construct a stone bridge across the ocean. You know that, right? But now, when Krishna came in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna distributed butter to the monkeys. So Krishna is more kind in that sense. So then Krishna was distributing butter to the monkeys and Mother Yashoda was approaching Krishna. So Krishna was extremely fearful, as it is natural for a thief who has just committed a theft to become very fearful of the police. The police people can come at any time and catch me. So he was just very fearful. He was just looking in all directions. Where is Mother Yashoda? She may come at any time. So Mother Yashoda came slowly to catch Krishna. So she hid her stick behind her. So she had a stick in her hand and she was hiding the stick behind her and she was slowly coming towards Krishna. And Krishna was fearful, crying and distributing butter and eating butter and looking in all directions. And then suddenly Mother Yashoda manifested in front of Krishna with a stick in her hand. And Krishna was shocked. He saw Mother Yashoda with anger so many times, but he never saw Mother Yashoda with a stick in her hand. So Krishna jumped off from the wooden grinding mortar and he ran. Where did he run? He ran towards the main gate of Nanda Bhavan. So Krishna was thinking that if I go outside the courtyard, if I go beyond the main gate, maybe Mother Yashoda may not catch me. Even if she catches me, she may not punish me in public. Hoping like that, Krishna ran towards the main gate. Okay. So then Mother Yashoda also started running behind Krishna. So when Mother Yashoda ran behind Krishna, Krishna ran much faster. Yashoda had a little stout body and she could not run fast. Krishna is a 2-3-year-old boy, he could run very fast. He was running fast. So as Yashoda Mata was running, Krishna kept himself at a safe distance. It's a very nice chase. So Krishna, every now and then, he was looking behind. Where did Mother Yashoda reach? If Mother Yashoda reached Krishna much closer, Krishna would increase the pace of his running. He would run faster. And if Yashoda is little far away, Krishna would run slowly. So like that, Krishna is increasing and decreasing the pace of his running. And Mother Yashoda was running behind Krishna with great determination. Okay. So Rudan, the first shloka. Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam Yashoda Bhiyolukhala Dhavamanam Paramrishtamathyanta Todhrutya Gopya. Yashoda Bhiya, out of fear of Mother Yashoda, Krishna is running faster. But Mother Yashoda, with great determination, she was running behind Krishna to catch Krishna. So she did not give up. So while running, while chasing Krishna, Yashoda was saying, "Stop, you naughty child. Stop, you mischievous boy. You are so proud. You are just running away like this." So then Krishna says, "No, no, Mother Yashoda, I will not come to you. I will run away." Yashoda says, "No, you stop there. You come back to me." Then Krishna says, "You should throw that stick. Then only I will come to you. If you are so afraid of punishment, why should you do some mischief? Stop there, stop there." That Yashoda was running behind Krishna. You want to recite this shloka? Who will recite? Ananya Thakur. You recite. She was raising hand for a long time. Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshini. Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshini.
Karaktasam tam pradushaktam akshatansini.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Who else is there? Gaurangi recites nice. Gaurangi, we can't see you. Okay.
Prabhuji?
Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshidीम्. Okay, Swati.
Prabhuji, can I say?
Yeah, please. Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshidीम्.
Kritagasantam prabudantamakshini.
Kashantamanjanmashini swapanina.
Kashantam anjan maninishra pajina.
Udvikshamanam bhayavihvalekshanam.
Udvikshamanam bhayavikavishana.
Valekshanam haste grihitva bhishayatya
Haste gritva vishayatva abhavurat.
Okay, thank you. So the meaning of the shloka is that Krishna has committed so many offenses now. What are the offenses of Krishna? 1, he broke the pot. 2, he stole the butter. 3, he gave butter to the monkeys. 4, he ran away onto the streets of Vrindavan and made Mother Yashoda run behind Krishna. 5th, he started speaking so many lies now. So Yashoda was running behind Krishna, and at one point Krishna said, where did Mother Yashoda reach? By the time Yashoda already reached and caught Krishna's right hand. And Krishna was caught and he was crying profusely. Rudantam muhur netra yugam brijantam. He was crying so much and he says, please throw that stick, please throw that stick. Then Mother Yashoda says, if you are so afraid of your punishment, of my punishment, why did you do mischief? Why did you become so naughty? Then Krishna says, no, I have not done any mischief. Then Mother Yashoda asked, who broke the pot? Then Krishna said, you only broke the pot. Okay. Yashoda, mother, you only broke the pot. When you ran away, leaving me without any mercy, without any justice, the pot touched your anklets, and because of your anklets, the pot broke. Oh, then Mother Yashoda said, oh, you are so clever. You are speaking so many lies. So if I have broken the pot, then why did you run away? Because I have seen a stick in your hand, that's why I ran away. Oh, okay. Then why did you give butter to the monkeys? Who gave butter to the monkeys? Then Krishna said, the person who has created the monkeys has given butter to the monkeys, which is true. And later, Mother Yashoda questioned Krishna, give up your pride. You are a monkey lover. You are a house plunderer. You are a thief. You are a liar. And you have no discipline. You have no respect. You have done this. You have done that. I will punish you. By associating with monkeys, always you have become like a monkey. Then Krishna said, if I am a monkey, I must be a monkey from my mother's side, not from my father's side. Okay. Children inherit the qualities of both parents, right? Mother and father, right? I must have inherited the qualities of monkey from my mother's side, not from my father's side, he said like that. So then Mother Yashoda said, oh, you are becoming so clever and very proud. So give up your pride. No more milk products for you. No more toys for you. No more friends for you. You cannot play anything. So I will bind you here. So Mother Yashoda was chastising Krishna, scolding Krishna so much. Then Mother Yashoda said that you are coming from a lineage of monkeys. Then Krishna said, you are calling me a monkey. Then I will not stay in your house. I will go to the forest. I will stay with the monkeys only. I will not be in your house. So Krishna said like that. Then Mother Yashoda understood that this boy is so agitated. So maybe I should tie him up. I am alone here in the house because that day Upananda, means Nanda Maharaj's brother, has given a special invitation to Balaramji and Rohini Mata. Okay, so Balaram was not there, Rohini Mata was not there. Nanda Maharaj went outside. Yashoda was there alone in the house. Of course, some maid servants were there. So Mother Yashoda was thinking that I am so absorbed in the household activities, and if I become absorbed in household activities, and this boy got so agitated and he was so angry. Maybe he will really run away from my home. So let me tie him. So she said, okay, Kurangavati, Lavangavati. I think these are the names of the some gopis, assistants. So she said that bring these people, bring the ropes, bring ropes. So the maid servants brought some ropes and gave to Mother Yashoda. And Mother Yashoda started binding Krishna. And Krishna started shouting, yelling at the top of his voice. He was screaming so loudly. Krishna said that, oh, Mother Rohini, where are you? Where are you? Because whenever Yashoda becomes little strict with Krishna, then Mother Rohini comes to rescue Krishna. Oh, Mother Yashoda, please leave him. He's a small child. He doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. You should not punish him like that. So like Mother Yashoda comes and Mother Rohini comes and supports, favors Krishna. But now Mother Rohini is not there. So as Krishna was yelling and shouting at the top of his voice, then the neighboring gopis came. The neighboring gopis came to see Krishna. They were thinking that every day Krishna does some mischief in our houses, and when we go and complain to Mother Yashoda, Yashoda wouldn't believe us. So Krishna must have done some mischief today in Yashoda's house. Let us go and watch the fun. So they all left their household activities and they came to Mother Yashoda's house, and they started seeing Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna with a rope. Okay. So as Yashoda was trying to do this, she tried to tie Krishna, but Krishna was just, the rope was falling short. So she was trying so much, but every time she was trying to tie Krishna, the rope was falling 2 fingers short. Because Krishna is all pervading throughout the time and throughout the space, no one can bind him. So Krishna had plans inside. Krishna was thinking that I have to go to this gopi's house and steal butter. I have to go to that gopi's house and break her pots. And I have to go with my friends to this place and that place, do some mischief there, do some stealing there. I have to go to so and so Goshala and release all the calves there. So Krishna had so much of plan. So then Krishna does not want to be bound. So Krishna has so many energies who are like his servants. So they came there. There is one energy of Krishna called Ichha Shakti, the ability to desire. There is another energy of Krishna called Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Whatever Krishna desires should become true. So these energies came to Krishna, and the Satya Sankalpa Shakti manifested in Krishna's belly. Not Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Satya Sankalpa Shakti called Vibhuti Shakti. Vibhuti Shakti means the energy of Krishna's opulence. So that the energy, the greatness of Krishna has come and manifested in his belly, and Yashoda is unable to bind Krishna. So at one point, Krishna saw Mother Yashoda. Oh, Mother Yashoda is perspiring so much. She is tired. So Yashoda got up so early in the morning. She was churning butter for Krishna. And Yashoda Mata also gave milk to Krishna. And then when Krishna broke the pot, Yashoda took a stick and ran behind Krishna, finally caught Krishna, and now she is trying so hard to tie Krishna. She did so much of hard work. So Krishna became little kind, merciful on Mother Yashoda. Evam sandarshita hyanga. You want to recite this shloka? You must recite. Very small and simple shloka. Where is the volunteer to recite? Hari? Hari? I just saw her. Hari? Are you there? Svamatuhu svinnagatraya. Okay, Ananya, you only recite. Svamatuhu svinnagatraya.
Svamatuha swinagatraya.
Visrasta kabarasrajaha.
Vistrasasta kabarasrajaha.
Drishtva parishramam Krishnaha.
Drishtva parishramam Krishnaha.
Kripayasit svabandhane.
Kripasayaste swabandhane.
Thank you. So Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya Visrasta Kabarasrajaha. So Krishna has seen his mother perspiring so much. She was so tired. So the flowers that she was wearing on her head, on her hair, they started falling off. They were falling down. Why? There are so many reasons. Some flowers, they are called Malati flowers. Some flowers thought that maybe Mother Yashoda is trying to catch Krishna and punish Krishna, so we don't want to be with her. So this is conspiracy. We don't want to be with Mother Yashoda. So they left. They fell from her hair. And some other flowers were thinking that Mother Yashoda is trying to catch Krishna, and we are increasing weight on her head. So let's fall down. And some other Malati flowers were thinking that Mother Yashoda is such a pure devotee of Krishna. So we don't deserve to sit on her hair. We deserve to fall at her feet. That's why they fell at Mother Yashoda's feet. In this way, the flowers that Mother Yashoda was wearing on her hair, they were falling off. So then, uh, then Krishna became very kind seeing Mother Yashoda. So Krishna agreed to be bound. Mother Yashoda bound Krishna. So you recite this shloka. Aradhya, you can recite.
Yes, Prabhu.
Evam sandarshita hyanga
Evam sandarshitahyanga
harina bhrityavashyata
harina vrityavashyata
svavashenapi krishnena
swavashenapi krishnena
yasyedam seshwaram vashe.
yasyedam sheshwaram vashe.
Okay, thank you. So Krishna demonstrated this Damodar Leela mainly to show that he is controlled by the affection of his devotees. So devotees can control even God. Just to demonstrate this quality, just to show that I am controlled by the love and affection of my devotees, Krishna agreed to be bound by Mother Yashoda. So Yashoda tied him finally. And when she was attempting to try, all the other gopis were saying that, oh, it's not there within Krishna's destiny to be bound now. Please leave him. Then Mother Yashoda said, no, I will not leave him. I will definitely bind him. So he was, yes, Hari, you can recite. So Yashoda had a lot of determination, and Krishna reciprocated with her determination. So this is a glorification of Mother Yashoda. Nemam virincho nabhavo. Are you reciting, Hari? But we cannot hear you. Nemam virincho nabhavo. Okay, Akshita Roy can recite. Nemam virincho nabhavo.
Nemam virincho nabhavo.
Nashrirapyanga samshraya.
Nashrir api anga samshara.
Prasadam lebhire gopi.
Prasadam lebhire gopi.
Yattat prapa vimuktidat.
Yattat prapa vimuktitat.
Excellent. So Nemam virincho nabhavo nashrirapyanga samshraya. Virinchi means Brahma. Bhava means Shiva. Shri means Lakshmi. The mercy that Krishna has given to Mother Yashoda is so great that he has not given such kind of mercy even to Shiva, Brahma, or Lakshmi also. Mother Yashoda's position is greater than Shiva, greater than Brahma, greater than Lakshmi also. She is such an exalted devotee. She could bind Krishna with a rope. Does anyone bind Krishna? Many times, many people tried to bind Krishna also. Once Krishna went to one gopi's house to steal butter. Then the gopi caught Krishna red-handed and said that I told your mother Yashoda that I will bind you when you come to my house to steal. So she got a rope. She wanted to bind Krishna to a pillar. So she was trying, but she could not bind Krishna. Then Krishna said, oh, poor gopi, you don't know how to bind. I will teach you how to bind. So he took her and made her stand against the pillar, and he took the rope and went on a parikrama around her. Okay, he tightly tied this gopi to the pillar, and she could not move her hands, she could not move her legs. Then after tying her so tightly, Krishna said, "This is how you should bind me." Okay, understood? And he ran away. Okay, and then Gopi was caught up there. Someone had to come and then release her. So nobody, many people tried to bind Krishna, but nobody could bind Krishna. That's the nature of Krishna. So only Mother Yashoda could bind Krishna, because she is the most exalted devotee. So there are so many nice shlokas. We'll not go into all that. So now Mother Yashoda told some little gopas who are little older than Krishna that, oh, look at this boy. This boy is now tied to this wooden grinding mortar. Just keep a watch over him. And then Mother Yashoda went inside the house to do some household activities. Then these boys were with Krishna. Krishna was crying, very disappointed, unable to move anywhere. Meanwhile, Balramji came there. And Balramji saw Krishna. Krishna, there's a rope around your waist. Then Krishna said, yes, you're right. Who tied you to this wooden grinding mortar? I am Balaram. I am Sankarshan. I am Seshanag. I am Ananta. I am Lakshmana. I can destroy the whole universe if someone has offended you like this. So tell me, who's that? Then Krishna said, Mother Yashoda bound me. So till now, Balramji was roaring like a lion. He became like a cat. He could not speak only. So Balramji was afraid. Why didn't you tell me before only that Mother Yashoda has punished you like this? But why did she do so? What have you done, Krishna? Then Krishna said, I broke one pot. I gave butter to monkeys. I ran away. And I made Mother Yashoda run behind me in all the streets of Vrindavan. She became so frustrated and then she tied me like this. And Balramji said, I told you 100 times not to steal butter, not to do so much mischief like this. When will you improve, Krishna? It's very painful for me to see you like this. Okay, let me go and talk to Mother Yashoda. So Balramji went to Mother Yashoda. And Balramji said, Mother Yashoda? Yashoda Mata saw like this. What happened? Do you know who Krishna is? Then Mother Yashoda said, who is Krishna? Then Balramji said, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the source of all avatars. He is the source of Purusha avatars, Leela avatars, Manvantara avatars, Yuga avatars. He is the source of so many avatars like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Parashuram, Ram. He is the source of all avatars. He is the creator. He is the maintainer. He is the destroyer. He is the proprietor of all the universes. How can you bind him like this? Then Yashoda said, oh, Krishna is the source of all avatars. Then who are you? Then Balramji said, I am Lakshmana. I am Seshanag. I am Sankarshana. I am Balaram. I am Anantadev. I can destroy the whole universe. I have so much power. Then Mother Yashoda said, all the incarnations have to take birth in my own house or what? They didn't find any other place other than my house. Shut up and get up. If you speak a single word more, I will beat you and I will tie you up to the wooden grinding mortar like Krishna. You want to be doing that? You want me to do that? Then Balramji just ran away from there. Okay. So then Mother Yashoda continued her activities, and Krishna and Balramji came back and asked Krishna, Krishna, I tried so much, I could not convince Mother Yashoda. Okay. And Krishna became disappointed and he cried for some time. Seeing Krishna, Balram also started crying. Then again he said that, okay, Krishna, let me go and try once again. So Krishna went to Mother Yashoda again and asked, Mother Yashoda, it's very appropriate that you have given this punishment to Krishna. He did mischief. He deserves this punishment. I understand that. But Krishna is tied to that mortar for a long time. Why don't you release him now? It's sufficient punishment for the mischief that he has done. Just release him. Please release him. So he was requesting Mother Yashoda like that. But Yashoda Mata said, no, not at all. So no permission. So Balramji came out and he was just standing there. And Krishna and Balram both started crying. So at this point, Krishna looked at some trees that were lying in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. They were Yamalarjuna trees. There's a background. So they were the sons of Kuvera. Kuvera Atmajau Baddha Murtaiva Yadvat Dayamo Chitau Bhakti Bhajau Kritocha Tatha prema bhaktim svakame prayachha namokshe graho mesti damodareha. We have recited the shloka in the beginning. So Kuvera, the wealthiest devata, he had two sons, Nalakuvera and Manigriva. And these two sons of Kuvera were once taking bath in Mandakini Ganga. They did not even wear proper clothes. They were intoxicated. They drank wine. So Narada Muni came that side. Hey, you are doing such nonsensical activity inside a sacred river. You don't have any manners. So I curse you to become trees. So they did not cover their bodies. So as human beings, one is supposed to cover one's body properly, completely. So, but these people were just standing without any clothes in the water, that in a holy place. So, don't you have any manners? So, trees stand without any clothes for a long time. We are standing there like trees. So, you become trees. So, Narada Muni cursed Nalakuvar and Manigriva to become trees, and these two personalities became trees in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard, Yamalarjuna trees. So their fortune is that they became trees in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard, and they were able to see all the childhood pastimes of Krishna. So sometimes, even when pure devotees like Narada Muni also, when they become angry and when they curse some mischievous people, that is only mercy upon them. So through curse, they shower blessing. If Narada Muni had not cursed, if Narada Muni had not cursed Nalakura and Manigriva, how would they get the opportunity to see Krishna's childhood pastimes? Okay, we are only hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Just imagine if you were personally there in Vrindavan 5,000 years back, witnessing Damodar Leela as Mother Yashoda is tying Krishna. Wouldn't you be excited? Aradhya, would you be excited? Ananya, how would you feel? You'll feel happy. So yes, Sai Tanvik is so excited. So all this Nalakuvar and Manigriva, they were so happy, they were so excited to see Krishna's childhood pastimes. Okay, so even the curse of a great sage is a blessing. So now Krishna dragged this mortar between the two trees and pulled them so strong, and the trees got collapsed, and two divine personalities, Nalakavar and Manigriva, came out of the trees and they offered prayers to Krishna. So Narada Muni, sorry, Krishna was thinking, who will recite this shloka? Very small and sweet shloka. Swati, you want to recite?
Prabhuji.
Devarshir me priyatamo
Devarshir me priyatamo
yadidmau dhanadatmajo
yadimo
धनदात्मजो तथा साधयिष्यामि
तथा साधयिष्यामि
यद्गीतं तन्महात्मना.
यद्गीतं तं महात्मना.
Very good. So Devarshir me priyatamo. Krishna thought that Devarshi Narada is very dear to me. I love him so much. It is Devarshi Narada's desire that I show some mercy upon this Nalakuvar and Manigriva. So let me show some mercy upon them and release them from this bondage of these trees. So Krishna dragged the mortar and he pulled the trees down. The trees got collapsed. So now the rope is so small. See, the rope is very weak. Now you see the Mother Yashoda did not bind Krishna with iron chains. Simple household rope. So Mother Yashoda bound him with a simple household rope. And Krishna gave the necessary power to this small rope to uproot the Arjuna trees, to make them get collapsed. So similarly, we may be weak. We may not have so much strength in various ways. But if we take shelter of Krishna, Krishna will give us the necessary power to serve him. Is it clear, children? You're able to follow? So the trees just fell down, and these two personalities, Nalakavar and Manigriva, they came out of the trees and they started offering nice prayers. You want to recite this prayer? Who did not recite till now? Toshani. Toshani, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hari Hari. Vani Gunanu Kathane.
Vani Gunakandati.
Vani Gunanu Kathane.
Vani Gunanakantani.
Shravanau. Oh, Vani Gunanu Kathane. Shravanau Kathayam.
Vani Gunakutani Shravanau Katayam.
Okay, no problem. Who will recite now? Someone who is more experienced. Okay, Ananya. Aradhya.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Someone else?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Vani Gunanu Kathane. Shravanau Kathayam.
Vani Gunakatane Shravanau Katayam.
Hastau cha karma sumanastava padayornah.
Hastau cha karma manasatava.
Okay.
Padyornaha.
Smrityam sirastava nivasa jagat praname.
Nityam Sirastava Nivas.
Nivasa jagat praname. Drishtihi satam darshanestu bhavattanunam.
Drishtihi Satam Darshane
Darshanestu bhavattanunam. Correct. Okay, although the shloka is long, the meaning is very simple. Vani Gunanu Kathane. The sons of Kuvera were praying to Krishna like this. Oh Krishna, may we use our words to describe your pastimes. Shravanau Kathayam. May we engage our ears in hearing your pastimes. Hastaucha Karmasu. Let us use our hands in rendering services to you. Let us use our legs in going to your temple. Let us use our eyes to see your beautiful deity form. Okay. Let us use our nostrils to smell the flowers that are offered to your lotus feet. Let us use our tongue to taste the prasadam that is given to you. So like that, we can use all our senses in Krishna's seva. Okay, is it clear? So they offered this prayer and left. So after they left, then so many Vrajavasis gathered there because Krishna made these big trees fall down, right? So when they fell down, they created a huge sound, terrible sound came, and all the Vrajavasis gathered there. Oh, how come these two trees were uprooted? No wind came, nobody pulled them down, nobody has cut them down. What is the possibility of these two huge trees falling down? So he was very, all the Vrajavasis were very anxious. Then the Vrajavasis became very concerned, and Nanda Maharaj came forward and he saw Krishna in the middle of the two trees. And Nanda Maharaj picked up Krishna and he saw there is a rope around his waist. Nanda Maharaj asked, who has done this mischief? Who has tied your waist to this mortar? If the trees had fallen on Krishna, what would have happened? Every Brajavasi was concerned about this. So then Krishna slowly told in Nanda Maharaj's ears. He said that, oh, Nanda Maharaj, Mother Yashoda tied me like this. Then Nanda Maharaj became very angry. Then he took Krishna and Balram to the bank of Yamuna, and there he gave some charity and he did some pujas and some worship on Diwali day. That day was Diwali. Okay. So then Nanda Maharaj came back to the Goshala, and in Goshala, Nanda Maharaj gave some milk to Krishna, mixed it with some sugar. Cow milk mixed with sugar. And Krishna drank that. And he was sitting in Nanda Maharaj's lap only. So at that time, Mother Rohini came there. Mother Rohini, and meanwhile, Mother Yashoda was crying profusely. She was feeling so guilty. She was inside the room. She was missing Krishna. She was so ashamed to even come out. So she could not come out and show her face to Nanda Maharaj or Krishna. She was crying profusely, and all the other elderly gopis surrounded her and they were pacifying her and controlling her. So at that point, Krishna was sitting in the lap of Nanda Maharaj, and Rohini Mata came there. So Rohini Mata called Krishna. Krishna, can you please come? So please come here. Mother Yashoda is missing you. She wants to see you. Krishna says, I will not come. Mother Yashoda scolded me. She chased me. She threatened me with a stick. She scolded me and she bound me with a rope. I will not come to her. Then Rohini Mata said, if you don't come to Mother Yashoda, whom will you play with? Then Krishna said, we will play with Nanda Baba. Nanda Maharaj is internally feeling some happiness that every time if somebody comes to Krishna and asks Krishna, whose son are you? First thing that comes out of Krishna's mouth is, I am Yashoda Mata's son. He doesn't say Nanda Maharaj so fast. He will remember, oh, I said I am Nanda Maharaj's son also. But by default, he loves Mother Yashoda even more. So Nanda Maharaj felt so happy. But also, it's a question of concern. So then Mother Rohini asked Krishna, if you don't come to Mother Yashoda, whose milk will you drink? Then Krishna said, I will drink cow's milk mixed with sugar. Then he did not show any interest to come. Then Rohini Mata said, Krishna, why have you become so cruel? Don't you miss your mother? Your mother cannot live without you. How can Yashoda maintain her life without you? Why are you becoming so cruel like this? Then Nanda Maharaj said, see, Krishna is so upset. Krishna is so disappointed with Yashoda Mata's behavior. I am going to punish Yashoda Mata. So like that, Nanda Maharaj lifted his hand like this. He wouldn't hit Mother Yashoda at any moment, but he just lifted his hand. She is somewhere in the room and he's in the Goshala. And he lifted his hand like this. Krishna immediately caught the hand and pulled the hand down and jumped up from Nanda Maharaj's lap and ran towards Mother Yashoda and jumped into her lap and hugged her. And Mother Yashoda practically bathed Krishna with her tears. And this reunion of mother and son caused so much of happiness to all the gopis surrounding. So Yashoda Maya ki jai. So this whole Damodar Leela is a glorification of Mother Yashoda. And this happened on Diwali day. Today on the auspicious occasion of Diwali, we have discussed Damodar Leela. There is another nice thing that has happened on Diwali day. You know what's that? On Dashara day, Lord Ramachandra killed Ravana. You know that, right? You know? So Dashara day he killed. And that is also called Vijaya Dashami. So after killing, see now Lord Ramachandra's victory over Ravana represents the victory of love over hatred, the victory of dharma over adharma, the victory of goodness over evil. So after killing Ravana, so Lord Ramachandra came back to Ayodhya on Diwali day. So for the last 14 years, all the Ayodhyavasis, all the devotees of Ayodhya were in great separation from Ram. So then they all saw Lord Ramachandra for 14 years, and they lit some lamps. They are the lamps of their love. So with the lamps of their love, they were welcoming Ram back into their lives. So similarly, on this day, on Diwali day, when we offer lamps to Krishna, we are welcoming Krishna into our hearts. So Krishna, just like Ayodhyavasis were in separation from you for 14 years, I am in separation from you for several lifetimes. So please come back to our lives. So like that, we need to invite Krishna back into our lives with love and devotion. That's the significance of lighting lamps on Diwali day. So children, happy Diwali. So we'll conclude our discussion today. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Damodar Leela ki jai. Hari Hari. Any questions or comments? If you have questions, you can raise your hands. If you don't have, you can lower your hands.
I think there are
Ananya,
5
you
hands
have
raised.
something? If you are in a hurry, you need to go and attend to your Diwali festivities, please go ahead. Yes,
Anya Thakur, you have a question?
she doesn't have.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class. My question is that like when you said that the yogurt spilled everywhere, like did it want to also like go to Krishna's feet? Like it wanted to.
Okay, good. Very thoughtful question. Maybe, possible. Possible. Everything in the
Yes,
spiritual world is conscious.
yes. And my second question is, when Rohini went to Krishna and she was telling that you have to go to your mother, like what? Like did Krishna also point out that I was calling out to you so loud, and then why didn't you
Oh,
come? Like,
okay. Uh, good. Maybe you must have said that. But she was outside, right? How can she come? Krishna understands that. He's intelligent.
yes, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Thank you. Kairan Iyengar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I have a question. How did Krishna do this Leela and Ramachandra do this Leela in the same day?
Oh, okay, okay. They not on the same day, on the same tithi. So Lord Ramachandra has done this pastime of coming back from Lanka to Ayodhya in the Treta Yuga, in the previous Yuga. And Krishna did that in Dwapara Yuga. And we are celebrating it in Kali Yuga. Tithi is same. Like a Sunday comes every 7 days, right? Isn't it? Similarly, Diwali comes every year. So 1 year, Ram did that pastime. Another year, in another Yuga, Krishna did this pastime. Clear, Iyengar? Kairan?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Nanda Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Next
Sai
question.
Tanvik.
Questions. So my first question: when Dwaraka was without no ruler, why did all the
Think
Rakshasas?
Tanvik, your sister is crying, I think, right there? Or okay,
Yeah,
you can't ask now again, yeah.
So I have my first question is that so when Dwaraka was without no ruler, why did the Rakshasas throw the whole Dwaraka into the sea?
I didn't get you, Prabhu. It's not that clear to me.
You was asking when Dwaraka has no rulers, why did the Rakshasas throw Dwaraka into the sea? Is that your question?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Krishna concluded his pastimes. He completed his pastimes. So he just withdrew his abode from the vision of this world. No demon can attack Dwaraka. No demon can destroy Dwaraka or then drown the abode of Krishna into water. They cannot destroy anything. Only thing is, when Krishna is performing pastimes, his abode, his dham is revealed. And when Krishna concludes his pastimes, dham, darshan is closed basically. Okay, Prabhu?
Okay, now my second question is that when there was one cane,
Huh?
there was one. So you mentioned that in the last class of Prince Krishna that there was a cane, one cane on the ground.
Hmm.
Yeah, but why did that hunter just got that cane?
Oh, there's a small piece of iron. So they had that iron club, right? That was
Yeah.
ground to powder, and there was a small piece, and that piece was found by a hunter, Jara. His name is Jara, and he kept it at the end of his arrow. Okay. Hari Hari.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes. Last question.
Okay, ask. So it's Anya Thakur, yeah? Anya Thakur. You want to unmute Anya Thakur? Yeah.
If Bhutna is Bhutna bigger than Kansa's garden.
Oh, is Putana bigger than Kamsa's garden? Putana was
So-
12 miles long. Maybe she's bigger.
So how did she not crash into any other thing in
Anything else?
Vrindavan?
Ah, correct. Maybe, maybe because you have presented this argument, maybe garden may be bigger. But basically, by Krishna's energy, Krishna's will, Krishna's desire, the demons cannot cause any harm to anything in Vrindavan. Okay, it's not just comparison between Putana and Kamsa's garden. You see, the rain created by Indra in that Govardhan Leela is much heavy than the normal rain that we see. But the rain could not cause any harm to anything in Vrindavan. Okay, what's your name? Ananya, is that clear? No one can harm Krishna's abode.
Yes.
Okay, Matati, it's
Yeah, my son has one question, Prabhuji. He wants to ask. Yeah. Haridev, ask.
Krishna Prabhuji, my question is that when you explained in Damodar Leela that Krishna was thinking like that Mother Yashoda will stop when he went outside. He
Mhm.
went outside, so he thought that she won't punish him in public.
Hmm.
So then why did Krishna think like that when he already knew that many people are complaining about him?
Oh, Krishna is naughty. Whatever Krishna does in Vrindavan is just to
Or
create
is it
pleasure.
like the flow of the pastime?
Yeah, it's a flow of the pastime also. And whatever Krishna does is to just increase our pleasure, increase the
And
pleasure of devotees.
And my second question is, did Krishna do any other things when he was when he was on the grinding motor?
On the grinding motor, Krishna was distributing butter before he was tied up.
I mean,
After he was-
when he was tied up.
when he was tired, then he was just crying for some time, waiting for Balram to come up with some updates from Mother Yashoda. And he dragged that mortar towards this Arjuna trees and uprooted them.
But I heard that Krishna was also pushing the motor.
Pushing whom?
The motor.
Pushing the motor.
Yeah, he was pulling the motor towards the trees. Okay. And he may push also. He can do so many things. Everything need not be mentioned. Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Aradhya and Ananya, both of them had more questions. Yes.
Yeah. Aradhya.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My third question is, Balaram, like, what is his problem to remove the rope of Krishna's waist when he could destroy the whole world?
Okay, very intelligent question. See, who tied that rope?
Yashoda Mai.
What is her rasa with Krishna?
Vatsalya Rasa.
And what is Balramji's rasa?
French. I don't remember the name.
Correct, Sakya. He has some Vatsalya also, but the love of a mother for the child is stronger than the love of a brother for the child. Brother's love is stronger or mother's love is stronger? Which is greater? Huh?
There's love.
Mother's love, right? So because that rope is bound, the knot is not of mother's love. Brother cannot untie it. Father can do it. Someone who had similar amount of affection, Vatsalya affection for Krishna can do that, not anyone else. Okay? And mainly Balramji is subordinate to Mother Yashoda. Balramji is son of Mother Yashoda. So how would he do anything against the order of Mother Yashoda? Yashoda says no sanction, no permission. Without permission, how can he do it? Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Ananya?
Yeah.
the real Krishna, the Krishna who was not born by Devaki and Vasudev, the real Krishna who made a copy of himself, why did he want to make a copy of himself?
Why did he want to make a copy of himself? Okay, they are not copies,
Yeah.
expansions.
The real Krishna doesn't have any mother or father. He was born, he was not born, he just magically appeared because he is God.
Yes, he is God. He has no mother. He has no father. But in his pastimes, when he comes onto this earthly planet, here people are generally born to father and mother, right? So when he comes as a human being, he accepts some of his devotees as father and mother, and the devotees also appear as human beings. So Krishna eternally has father and mother. Not that he was born to them, but that he accepts some of his devotees or energies as his parents. Okay, to experience that motherly love. See, God is complete in everything, right? So why would he be deprived of motherly love? Okay, God also requires some motherly affection, right? Some of his devotees play that roles. Okay. Okay, Ananya.
No more questions.
Swasti Swarit Sanvi. Wouldn't Yashoda notice she only has one kid? Okay, what does that mean? You can ask directly. Are you there?
Swasti, so yeah, they have. Okay, can you ask now? I have unmuted you.
Because when you told the first story, you said there was two babies beside Yashoda, the girl baby and Krishna. Wouldn't she notice one of them was gone?
Yes, Mother Yashoda, because of the quote-unquote labor of giving birth to a child, she was tired and she was sleeping. Okay, externally speaking, she was in sleep. She could not realize whether she has given birth to a male child or a female child or both. She could not realize. Okay, but internally speaking, the deeper reason is that it's Krishna's desire. That's how he wanted to orchestrate the pastime. Okay. Okay, thank you. All questions are over. So we'll meet
Yes.
tomorrow. No, Monday.
Monday.
Okay, thank you. Monday we'll do Trinavarta and the previous passion that we skipped today. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for your time. Thank you. See you on Monday. Thank you, Prabhu.